Designed with the driver in mind, the all-new Mazda CX-90 is the perfect blend of high-performance appearance and world-class refinement. Right now, get 0.9% financing on the all-new CX-90 at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer. Team Mazda, a member of the Team Automotive Group.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you have plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here. Well, good morning to you, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us here on WAFB Plus for 9 News Now. Stepping you through that Thursday morning and Friday Eve here in South Louisiana, so you can almost taste that weekend. We start focusing on the weekend, Monday morning, about 4:31 when you join us. Look, we're in that same boat together. So let's travel down the river, shall we? We're going to get to that forecast. Got to see what today looks like, the Friday, the weekend beyond. It is going to be warm, Dr. Steve. We were talking about it earlier this morning. We're in that, look, it's late October. We don't want to be this warm, but cool on the way, perhaps, for the holiday right around the corner, huh?
Yeah, big changes on the way next week, but in the interim, it's going to stay very warm, near record highs. Happy to report this morning, fog, not much of an issue. Have seen visibility come down a little bit in the last hour. 3 miles in Hammond, 5 miles Gonzales. Here in Baton Rouge, 9 miles. So not a major issue as you get out on the roads. And there you see a clear view over downtown. That's our Sky 9 camera in Port Allen, brought to you by Our Lady of the Lake. But it is starting out pretty warm by late October standards. Baton Rouge 68, Gonzales, New Road 67, Patterson at 69 degrees. Today going to be similar to yesterday, into the mid 80s at noon, going 89 for a high today. The record is 90. We'll be very close to that, and a few spotty showers, not out of the question. Should be breezy today. That'll help out a little bit. Here's Futurecast keeping us dry through noon into the afternoon. Now 4 o'clock, look closely. You might see a little blip or two showing up there. 7 o'clock here this evening, showing the potential of a few isolated showers, not unlike what we've seen the last couple of days, and then whatever does develop, if anything, dies down pretty quickly. We are giving you a first alert to fog potentially returning this weekend, so it's not really an issue this morning. I don't think it's going to be a big problem tomorrow, but that could change by Saturday. It's a snapshot Saturday morning on our fogcast, showing at least some patchy dense fog around the area. So keep that in mind. Fog could potentially return this weekend. And then another first alert heads up, and that some big changes arrive early next week. That's going to be with a strong cold front. So we pick it up Sunday evening on the European. Look at this. Shreveport 77, Oklahoma City 40, according to the European model. By lunchtime on Monday, the front is approaching. It moves through the local area during the day. Now notice lunchtime Monday, Baton Rouge 77, Shreveport now down to 51. The cooler air is going to take a little while to make it down to the Gulf Coast, but by the time you wake up on Tuesday, Halloween morning, you should feel that cooler air arriving, and wait until you see the high on Halloween here in just a moment. But in the short term, well above normal. Highs in the upper 80s to near 90 right on through the weekend, and only a slim shower chance, mainly dry into the weekend. Couple of showers possible Monday with the front, but there you see it. That is the high on Tuesday, Halloween, only 62. So it's going to be a little chilly Tuesday evening for trick-or-treating. I think probably dry, and the cool weather looks to stick around on into the latter part of next week. Time now is 7:06, so Johnny, a little more warm weather to get through before fall finally makes a comeback next week.
Going to be nice on Tuesday, though. Costumes are always a little warm, so that will be a welcomed change. We do have a problem coming in from Denham, but it's on Florida Boulevard. Paint some of these other streets in here. 4-H Club Road right here. This is Rushing Road. Here's I-12 at Range, I-12 at 4-H Club. That's the Amite River Bridge crossing right there. We have a wreck on Florida, kind of blocking Florida Boulevard right there at 4-H Club Road. You can definitely see the backup. It's not quite to Range yet, or the area right there at the Antique Village, but it's definitely getting slow in that area, and you can definitely see the congestion on not only on 4-H Club Road approaching Florida Boulevard approaching 4-H, and then the I-12 traffic is our kind of normal backups. But there's some traffic right here. This is Florida at Range, and there is the interstate right past 4-H Club Road approaching the Amite River, not affected by that wreck, but the wreck is on Florida Boulevard right near 4-H Club Road. Be aware of that if you're coming into or out of Denham Springs this morning. Meanwhile, we go back to Studio B with Matt Williams. Liz Coe has a very much deserved day off today, and Matt's going to update us on some of the more important items as you continue to prepare for your morning. He'll help you prepare with Studio B. Matt, to you.
Johnny, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. So this is the headline you probably went to bed with last night, right? It is the headline again, waking up this morning. Another mass shooting in this country. This is in Maine. Now, as you went to bed last night, what you may have heard was multiple casualties, multiple scenes, police and investigators still looking for the shooter involved. That is still the case this morning. In fact, we are hearing right now at least 16 people dead in this, and that number is fluctuating. We've heard as many as 22, as few as 16, dozens injured here. Multiple shooting locations from a bowling alley to a restaurant. Now, police believe they know who has done this. A person of interest, they've put his picture out all over the place. A vehicle of interest as well, they put that all over the place. But still this morning, they are advising folks in the immediate area of the shooting to shelter in place. And so when you hear that after a mass shooting, some great concern. Obviously, they have schools shut down in the area as well, just as a matter of precaution. They still don't know where this guy is. Mass manhunt right now for whoever did this. Again, the latest mass shooting in this country. We're going to keep you updated, but that is the headline as you went to bed last night. It is the headline waking up this morning. I want to get you in the know here as well. This was a big headline because over the last few weeks, we have not had a Speaker of the House. That is no longer the case. He hails from Louisiana, two-time LSU alum, actually. Representative Mike Johnson, he's an LSU grad, LSU Law School grad as well. It's been 3 weeks since Speaker Kevin McCarthy was kicked out of that position. There's been a few actually votes to try to get somebody into that spot since. Nobody had the votes until last night. In fact, he actually got every Republican vote in the room. Democrats voting for somebody else. That's just how that works. But we now have a Speaker of the House. What's on the agenda for Mike Johnson? It is clearly to get to work here pretty quickly. We have a potential government shutdown looming next month. That'll be one of the first order of business, of course. But now we can talk about aid to Ukraine, aid to Israel as well. There's a lot to get done beyond just those big 3-ticket items. But now, again, a Speaker of the House has the gavel. We'll see what we do moving forward. Want to get you back into South Louisiana here. We were talking about this earlier this morning. BRPD investigating an early morning shooting that left one person injured, but apparently not shot. So I want to get you caught up here with everything that's going on. This is Earl Gross Avenue, 4700 block of Earl Gross Avenue. You know where that is? Kind of the Nicholson Brightside area of town. You know where Brightside runs into Nicholson? It's a neighborhood tucked back into there. According to authorities, somebody at an apartment complex in a ski mask approached a woman to apparently trying to rob her, that kind of thing. This woman, according to authorities, actually shot at that person. That person runs off, but she actually ends up getting injured a little bit, not from a shooting or anything, just as she was trying to get away. So where does that leave us now? Police investigating, trying to find the person in the ski mask, get to the very latest and very bottom of this. But for folks out in that area, I mean, the crime scene tape, a number of BRPD units around, that's what was going on. When we find out more information, we'll keep you updated. All right, a lot more to get you through. Want to run it through, actually. Is that train, that passenger train, ever really going to happen between New Orleans and Baton Rouge? Well, actually, somebody's going to be on a train between the two cities today. A few somebodies. Governor John Bel Edwards, the folks with Amtrak, officials with DOTD, signing some papers in New Orleans and then taking a ride on the train into Baton Rouge. Governor set for a press conference shortly after that. So after years and years, decades of talking about this, it looks like we may actually start to see the ball rolling here, or the wheels on the train kind of rolling. We'll keep you in the know with what's going on. Here we go. Speaking of in the know and what's going on, get ready for it. The rides, the food, the fun. Greater Baton Rouge State Fair coming back. Day one today. It's actually coming back to the OG spot that you know so well, Fairgrounds out on Airline. Good folks in Ascension were able to actually hold the fair while some ground improvement was going on. They did that last year, but again, back to the original spot now. Callie Hubbard was live there this morning. So if you're looking for tickets, want to know how much those cost or when the state fair times are, that's all waiting for you right there. Want to let you know, make sure you know about that. Also want to make sure you know about this. Could video poker be coming back to Ascension Parish? They actually had it up until 1996, but the voters decided to get rid of it. The parish council and the parish president wants to make sure that it is the residents again that get to vote on this. They were talking about it at a recent parish council meeting. And what they've decided to do is kind of defer it until December. And then if the parish decides to go forward with it, the council, they want to put it on the presidential ballot in November. So next November, making sure that more people have a say on it. So again, Ascension Parish wants to make sure that you, the voters, have a say on it. But this may be a while if it goes all the way to next November and the presidential elections. We'll keep you in the know right there. Want to let you know about this. Top-ranked LSU Lady Tigers getting set to get on the court for the first time since winning the national title. It is an exhibition game taking on East Texas Baptist University. They're going to tip off this evening right around 7 o'clock. Should be a lot of fun out there. Again, the national champs. First time back on the court since winning that title. Should be a lot of fun as the season gets going. Speaking of the season getting going, welcome to it. Brand new era for hockey in Baton Rouge. The Zydeco dropping the puck tonight for the first time at 7:30, Raising Cane's River Center. We'll see if this takes, which is the whole idea. We want to get folks in the stands and pack them. In fact, they really want fans to get a hold of this team. First 9 games, I think, are there actually at the Raising Cane's River Center. I think the first 17 out of 18 games are there at the Raising Cane's River Center. You can always find the schedule and what's to come. brprohockey.com. That's the website you're seeing right there. They got all the games to come. But pack the stands out there. Give them a little bit of love. Give them a little bit of love right here. The Pelicans got started. Flock up, huh? On the road, taking on a divisional opponent. All the big 3 starters out there for better than 30 minutes apiece. Every one of them put some good points on the board. Pels win at 111-104. Guys, that is not a bad way to start the season. Very young. It's all about staying healthy. We're just 1 game in, but not a bad way to start.
Yeah, you see what this team could be with a healthy Zion, right?
You're exactly right.
That's the key, is see if we can keep him healthy and playing this season.
Yeah, you said that yesterday. You didn't want to jinx it, but could this be the year for the Pels?
Look, it's a tough division right now. You've got everybody's rookie of the year going to be playing there in San Antonio. The Dallas Mavericks supposed to be good. What happens with Houston Rockets? Just beat the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a tough division, tough conference, tough league. We'll see.
1 game, and it looked pretty good.
You're right. Yeah, not too bad.
That's right. So a couple things coming up this weekend. Greater Baton Rouge State Fair gets underway tonight.
Right.
Weather looks good for that. The FIFA Halloween Festival is happening.
Right, yeah.
Things starting this evening. Parade on Saturday. Weather
Last
looks
live
good
after
as well.
5.
Yeah, that's right.
Belly up at the bar. So much going on.
Busy, busy time.
The winning play is the Buy Here, Sell Here event at the Team Automotive Group. Buy here and save on hundreds of certified and pre-owned vehicles. Or sell here and we'll pay you top value. Buy here or sell here and you'll be the winner at every location of the Team Automotive Group.